repair a tire that got a nail in it somehow down the road, and you can see here, there's my flat. Okay, what you're going to need to do to repair your tire with a nail in it is you're going to need a little kit. It's a tire plug kit. This is the Slime brand, but there's multiple different brands. And so basically what you're doing is you're filling the hole up with like a little tar that will actually seal the hole. And then I have a knife and some pliers, and of course a tire inflator when you want to put the air back into it. Or you could take it to a nearby gas station. Now next, of course, I have to locate the nail. Once I knew that there was one in there. So what I'm going to have to do, I don't see it visibly now, so I'm going to have to turn my car on and then drive up a little bit in order to find where the nail is. And you want to basically, when you repair it, you want to have it on the top if possible. Okay, still not there, so I'll drive it up a little bit more. Okay, so I located my nail, which I saw earlier. As you can see right there, there's the nail. So what I'm going to do is drive up a little bit more to where I'll have it up about right here. And then what I'm going to do is turn my wheel in order so I can get even more access to it. So as you can see, I got pretty good access to the tire. So what I did was backed it up and turned the wheel in order for it to face me to where I have good access. If you wanted to get even more access to it, we have a little bit more traction and more strength into it. You can actually jack the tire up and then take the wheel off the axle, and then actually basically what you can do is straddle it and be on top of it while you repair it and then pull it out. That way you can give you more strength. But this is perfect for me. So first I need to take the tire out. Of course you will hear air, even more air come out of your tire. That's a pretty bad leak, as you can hear. Now what you're going to want to do is you're basically sanding the hole with the tool that you have. So with my little repair kit, I want to get this tool here, which will sand it out to make the plug go in easier. That hole's actually not too big. I have to put a little more strength into it. Twist it. So basically you're prepping it in order to put the little tar patch in it. That's why I say sometimes it's easier just to take the tire off and sit on top of it while you do this. There we go. Now you can see I'm getting more traction. I'm getting my tire ready for the patch. So I'm doing like a little saw action here. Right there. Now, I think it's ready. Now next, we got some super glue here, rubber cement. Get that ready. Have to pierce it. It's my little sander toy there. All right. Now here's the little tar strips, and what you want to do, you're going to coat this little one of these little tar things. And if you do this for the first time, you might get it wrong the first 1 or 2 times, because you'll start driving and the air will still keep coming out. Don't be afraid to take it out and restart it again. So I'm going to rub this tar thing all with this cement. Alright, so it's ready. Go ahead and put your cap back on the cement so it don't dry out, because you may need to reuse it back on the same hole if you don't get it right the first time. Alright, we'll take our little needle out. Alright, and what you're going to do is you're going to stick this right through the eye of the needle. And this is well worth it instead of going out and buying a new tire. I know a lot of people would do that, but you know, this tire's got 30,000 miles on it. It could still go another 10, maybe even 20. You can see there's definitely wear on it, but there's no reason to put wear on a brand new tire when you can just go ahead and get the full use out of this one. And they tell you that this is not a permanent fix, but I will tell you I've gone 20-30,000 miles and never have to replace the patch. So don't let that fool you. They can last the rest of the lifetime of the tire. It isn't just a permanent fix. Depends on, of course, the size of the hole and your terrain. And actually, it's probably best to put the glue on it, the cement on it, after you get it into the hole. Because you notice there I had a little hard time getting through with the glue already on it. So, right now would probably be the best time to put the cement on. Now what you're going to do is stand on top of it. I want to put it in about 2/3 of the way through, so about right here. And then I'm going to pull it out really quick. So literally it'll make a knot underneath the rubber. Alright, so that should be good right there. Now, what I'm going to do is pull it out really quick. One, two, three. Now, that should be in there good. Now what you want to do is take your knife, go ahead and cut it. Now, I want to go ahead and inflate the tire with my inflator. Like I said, if you don't have one, you'll have to take the tire off the axle, and I would recommend doing that anyway if you're going to do it this method. Take it off the axle before you do the patch, and do it while you have it off the car. And then now you'll need to take it to a gas station and fill it with one of their tire inflators. Bring it back, and of course put it back on the wheel. So let me go ahead and inflate it now. Now I'm going to go ahead and inflate my tire. And of course I got my tire inflator connected to the cigarette lighter in the car. And this car takes about 32 psi's, pounds square inch, 32 pounds pressure. And this one has a gauge on it. And your gas stations will have a gauge. Trucks are more like 40 psi. But if you want to know where to find that, you can look inside the car. Right when you open up your driver's seat, you'll see the sticker right there on the floorboard that shows your PSI. Fortunately, my car will make a hot noise when it gets to 32. Be prepared to, if this patch doesn't work, be prepared to redo it again to get it right. Like I said, it might take a couple of times if you're a novice. You can also use a fix-a-flat. If you do not see a nail or any obstruction in your tire and you're still getting a leak, and you've tried to fill it up and it keeps leaking, it might be an obstruction inside of your car. And then I'd recommend using like a bottle of Fix-A-Flat that you hook up to your tower valve, and it's like a foam that goes inside of it. You could try that first. That's if you don't see a nail. If you got a nail, Fix-A-Flat won't work. Alright, that's my horn. So I'm at 32 PSI. And that should fix, your tire should be fixed now. Alright guys, if you could do me a favor, that was the nail that was in it. Little tack. There's a place that I go once a month, and I swear to God the roads are littered with nails. I swear I think like tire repair companies like litter them all over the roads or something. Anyways, again, it's better to do that if you still got some miles left on your tire than to get a new one. Because if you get a new one, you know, you'll put another 5,000 miles on that before, you know, so you might as well put it on your old tire. It's very well worth the repair. That patch kit was like 10 bucks. You could probably get it on eBay for a little bit less. You can get these tire inflators for like, I'd recommend getting the metal one. This is aluminum. I recommend you get the metal one for like about 25-30 bucks. You can get cheaper ones for $10, but they wear out real quick. And of course, you know, rent, you know, regular tool set to cut and all that stuff. You can get the patch kits like at AutoZone, or you can get them like at on eBay and Amazon as well, or online. Alright guys, if you can do me a favor, please give this a thumbs up and subscribe if I helped you out. And stay tuned for some more cool videos.